am very computer literate, could not find the power button. I work in tech support. I take calls from people who have computer issues. 90% of the people I help are legitimate. They have problems, I solve them. Good interaction. Then there was Gerald. Gerald called in and said his computer had stopped working completely. Nothing would happen when he tried to turn it on. I asked him a few diagnostic questions. I said, have you tried restarting the computer? He said, of course I have tried that. I am very computer literate. I do not need to be walked through basic steps. I said, okay, can you describe what happens when you press the power button? He said, nothing happens, it is broken. You need to send me a new one. I said, before we do that, let me just confirm. When you press the power button, what exactly happens? He said, I already told you, nothing happens. Why are you asking me twice? I said, I just want to make sure I have the right information before we escalate. He said, fine. I pressed the button. The light does not come on. The fan does not spin, nothing. The computer is dead, I said. Okay. And you are sure you are pressing the actual power button? It is usually on the front of the computer. He said, I am not an idiot. I know where the power button is. I said, I am sure you do. Can you walk me through exactly where you are pressing? He said, I am pressing the button on the screen. I said, on the screen. He said, yes, on the monitor. That button. Nothing happens when I press it. I said, sir, that button is the brightness control. The power button is on the computer tower itself, the box that sits next to your monitor. There was silence. Then he said, oh. I said, is the tower turned on? Can you check? He said, hold on. I waited. He came back and said, the tower is fine. It is working. The screen is on now. I said, great. So the issue is resolved. He said, yes. Thank you. He hung up. I put the call notes in the system. It just said power button was monitor brightness control. Issue resolved. Gerald never called back, and I got a solid laugh from all my colleagues when I read that call log aloud.